Good morning and welcome to Wakeup Options with Miami University FighterZ Guild, the premier and only FGC-related fighting game organization on Miami University of Ohio's campus. The opinions here talked about on this podcast are ours alone and not affiliated with Miami University at all, although some of the opinions will be shouted out to people of Miami University. But that's okay.
Some deep cuts.
I am joined today by two fellow officers of the MUFG organization, Aaron and Dan. My name is Matt, and welcome to Wake Up Options. How are you doing, guys?
I'm breathing today, you know?
It's, just breathing a little bit?
I'm fine.
Oh, man. It is definitely a little bit earlier in the morning, and that's all right. So,
I mean, that's why we're wake-up options.
that is why we're waking up.
That's why we're wake-up options, not while-rising options.
Being a teacher, I'm used to early mornings.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. It's a reversal morning for me.
Get those flawless blocks going.
There you go. So anyway, a little bit of backgrounds about us. This is the first Wake Up Options, so let's introduce ourselves just a little bit. We will be having a more rotating cast week to week, but I'm consistent, so I'll introduce myself first. I'm Matt. I am the president of MU FighterZ Guild at the current moment, and my specific games that I'm super interested in like the FGC scene are like Killer Instinct, Mortal Kombat, and pretty much everything. I love Tekken, Street Fighter, all those games. Aaron.
So I'm Aaron. I'm the social media and marketing manager. So if you're seeing this on Spotify, you're welcome. If you see any of our Twitter or eventual Instagram posts, again, you're welcome. My FGC background started with Injustice 2, and that's probably where I flourished most. I play some Mortal Kombat 11. I've been branching into Tekken and Street Fighter lately. And we'll see what happens if we ever get a Marvel vs. Capcom 4.
Ooh, yeah.
Alright, I'm Dan. I'm vice president and a co-founder of this organization. And my main games are some of the SNK games and Soul Calibur.
Yep. There you go. This man's got a nasty Siegfried in Soul Calibur. I'm not gonna lie. That's really tough to fight.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll be having some more people come on the podcast and we'll introduce them in time. But for now, let's jump into some topics. Like, Dragon Ball FighterZ Season 3 is coming out.
Yeah.
Very soon.
Yeah. So, Kefla launches for Fighter Pass members on the 26th. Everybody else gets it on the 28th.
Really?
Yeah, Fighter Pass gets it early. It's a common thing with Season Pass holders in fighting games. You get early access. Mortal Kombat gives you a week. Dragon Ball's like, nah, 2 days.
Yeah, NRS was really about that because they'd have premium editions, like pre-orders to get certain characters like Goro and MKX and Shao Kahn and MK11. And I guess FighterZ is implementing a similar system with having Kefla come out 2 days before Season 3 starts. Yeah. I mean, there'll be 2 days where you can use Kefla in Season 2.
Yeah.
Which, considering all the mechanics in that game currently, that'll be interesting. Yeah. I am, for one, very happy that they are removing fuzzies.
Yeah,
or at least that's the rumor. That is the rumor.
Yeah, you play big boys.
I do.
Yeah.
I play big, tall men. And cooler, whatever he is.
He's
but
a large
he could be a big,
he's a muscular being.
He is a muscular being. What do you guys think of the Season 3 changes?
I think it's really cool that they're implementing a Marvel 3 sort of assist system where there's going to be selectable assists, and that's obviously there's going to be some tweaks to the gameplay. GT Goku is probably going to be dialed back in a little bit. Some of the changes they're making are probably going to dial him back in anyway. I'm mostly excited to see who those 3 remaining characters are in Fighter Pass 3. I'm not much of a Dragon Ball guy, but if there's some interesting characters like, we'll get to that later, I might hop in.
Yeah.
As a big Dragon Ball fan, I'm pretty excited for the possibilities of Season 3. And there's plenty to choose from Z, GT, and Super that I think could be good choices. But I think it's kind of difficult because the fairly obvious ones have already been revealed. Kefla, Ultra Instinct Goku.
Oh.
Yeah.
I am one of the few people out there who was hype for Ultra Instinct Goku. I am, for one, happy that the main character of Dragon Ball gets yet another
I wonder
form.
if that's why they revealed Ultra Instinct Goku first and then Kefla, because there are people that they probably figure people will be like, oh, another Goku.
Well, I've been saying this since Season 1. Ultra Instinct Goku, the way that he fights, is so different than all the other Goku styles because of he's very, I don't want to say defense oriented, but like in the show, he's dodging everything. So his playstyle is going to maybe be revolving around predictions or...
Counters.
Yeah, maybe not so much counters, but like dodging. It showed in the trailer that he dodged 2 of Jiren's Ki Blasts and like teleported behind him in some way. I don't know if that's a combo starter. I don't know if that's like just a unique move input. Because I know the only other characters that can like counter Ki Blasts at the moment are characters that have just a direct counter attack, like Janemba and Jiren himself. But Jiren's is bugged out.
I personally like the idea that they're giving us multiple assists for all the characters. Because let's face it, from what I've seen, there are some characters who assists kind of
Krillin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Krillin is no longer bound by the rock.
Yeah.
And that's perfectly fine.
I'm very smell what the Krillin's rock is cooking.
Oh man, dude, I can anticipate all the new synergies that are going to come out because in the trailer, Cell's perfect attack was one of his new assists, and that's going to just lead to some nasty mix-up scenarios. I think the most mixy assist in the base, like season 1 and 2, was Kid Boo's Candy Ball. That like hit you around a few times. Yeah. That was really good. But anyway, yeah, super excited for season 3.
All right. So since we're talking season 3, let's talk some predictions. All right. So
okay, so there are 3 characters.
3 slots. So everybody gets 3 predictions. All right. So who's coming first? Who's coming second? And who is going to cap off season 3 of FighterZ?
Okay.
We'll lead with Dan.
What do you think? What do you think, buddy?
If I were to, options I would probably like to see, first and foremost, Roshi in any capacity. Whether it be the headliner or the grand finale.
But he can't super dash, Dan. He can't fly. He chooses
Nimbus.
not to.
No, wait.
He can't ride the Nimbus.
No.
Right.
They established that in like episode 4 of OG Dragon Ball. He's not pure.
Remember when Aaron said he didn't watch Dragon Ball?
I watched.
Man, that was a fun
I watched
time.
season 1.
Remember when he said he didn't like anime?
No. Yeah, that was a long time ago.
I watched season 1 of OG Dragon Ball about a year ago. I watched all of Super except for the Tournament of Power arc because I can't find a good dub of that yet.
Okay, then.
I can't find access to
it. If Roshi's off limits because he can't fly, maybe Hercule then.
Yeah, I mean,
he's had a jetpack in other Dragon Ball games.
I think it would be extremely comical to have Hercule Satan do a super dash in like a funny way.
Like a really big jump.
Yeah, like he's just like big jumping. Like, you know how Videl has like the dodge instead of a reflect as her mechanic?
Yeah.
Something similar. Like something unique to him.
Yeah.
It makes him stand out and...
Well, he won't have Ki Blasts.
Yeah.
So just give him a gun.
They could do the Dan Hibiki treatment with him, though, and make him like a joke character. Though I think paying for a joke character as DLC would kind of be frowned upon in this day.
And I think my final guess would be, if they were to add another GT character, it'd probably be Omega Shenron, because Universal Spirit Bomb would be a very...
Yeah.
They would have to put that dramatic finish in if they put Omega Shenron in the game.
Dude,
GT
I would be more into whoever the baby character from GT. I think his name is just Baby.
Yeah.
I have not watched GT. I will not I will not watch GT.
Yeah.
But that's just on me. But like I've heard that he's like a parasite that can infect other characters.
He basically took over Earth, and including Vegeta, who would probably be the character model or mode or whatever you will they'll use.
Now that I'll transition into what I think is going to be the DLC. I think Hercule and Roshi have a big chance of getting in. They've been begged for since season 1.
Yeah.
But
I was gonna say, didn't Arxis say they weren't gonna do joke characters?
No, they were not. If any character gets added, I doubt it'll be a joke. They could, but again, DLC paying for a joke character, that's not really...
Yeah.
Alright. But I think Majin Vegeta will be a part of this pass.
Yeah.
I think Majin Vegeta is like a sleeper character that's been asked for consistently.
Yeah.
And fits within the lore pretty well in the fact that he might not do as much as Super Saiyan Vegeta, but his style of fighting could be more savage-like.
Yeah, his fights with Goku and the Buu saga did spawn a lot of AMVs.
Now, just imagine a level 5 of the final explosion.
Yes, that's
like
what I'm thinking.
Finish with Buu.
Would that make it more like Android 16's level 3?
It could be.
It would, but if you make it a level 5 and you have it instantly kill the character on like a parry, I can see that being
especially with the new system changes of level 3s during sparking doing significantly more damage.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah,
they showed Vegeta would be really interesting, I think.
They showed off Teen Gohan's level 5 and it did like 80% with Spark on.
Oh, fantastic!
Raw or with a combo?
Just raw, but
That sounds like a
it's
comeback tool to
really
me.
they've been increasing it. They're not going to make it as dramatic as X Factor and Marvel 3 though.
Yeah.
Because Marvel 3 X Factor is not a good mechanic.
Hey, did you want to win?
It just is not a good mechanic. People can disagree with me, but it is not a good mechanic.
Speaking of Marvel, that Evo lineup.
Oh, I didn't. Let him finish his predictions, and then give me a chance.
All right,
God damn.
I think Super Boo also has a chance. Super Boo, they gave a lot of his attacks to Kid Boo, but I think that he just might be a good fit for that. I don't know.
I think
Some
he'd
of
be
the characters from the
interesting
Boo
with
are.
I was gonna say, I think he'd be pretty interesting with some installs, switching into Piccolo Boo or Boo Tanks or Boohan. And I do think the Super Ghost Kamehameha would be an interesting level 3.
That is true.
Yeah, they might give him an ability where, like, E21, where he can absorb
Certain
the
characters'
opponent's
attacks.
abilities. Like, for example, if he absorbs, like, Piccolo, he could get access to maybe that one of his projectiles or counters.
That'd be pretty interesting. Now, my personal predictions, I do think they're going to stray more into movie characters. They did that a lot in Season 1. They gave us Bardock, who's technically special, and they gave us Broly and Cooler. So I would expect Tapion. It would round out a trio of sword characters. You could run Janemba, Trunks, and Tapion and have like your sword anime boys.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I personally, I liked Wrath of the Dragon. It's probably the best of the original DBZ movies.
Okay.
Ooh,
I think
Aaron with the hot takes.
I will say that the only flaw in that movie is the ending, when Trunks doesn't kill Tapion. And it would have been a really emotional moment. And
Fair.
It's one of my problems with anime is that they won't take that step.
Extra step, like, dramatic-wise.
Yeah, but I think Tapion would be really interesting. He has some really interesting attacks in that movie, and he's got that Haruta going on for level 3, and I think that would be really interesting.
Oh, yeah.
As far as other characters, I'd like to see Topo from the Tournament of Power.
You're right.
I
totally forgot about that.
Yeah, because he could have his God of Destruction form either as level 3 or as just how he plays, or more importantly, as an install like Golden Frieza.
Give more characters installs.
Yeah.
Golden Frieza is super hype and really good as a character. Give more characters level 3 power-ups.
Yeah, because I could imagine Topo being a little bit more of a sort of reserved, sort of a balanced character, and then you install and he is just some kind of ballistic, over-the-top, heavy rushdown grappler or something. And that'd be really interesting to see people have to change playstyles mid-game for more damage.
I would also love to see Topo summon other members of the Pride Troopers.
Yeah, like, what was his name?
Dispo.
Dispo, Casserole, Tupper. Those would be some really interesting characters.
Yeah, like, have it very similar like to Ginyu, but not maybe tied to a button, maybe tied to special moves or something like that.
Yeah. And then, this is not a prediction I want, but it's one I can see them doing. I can see them doing Ribrianne. They kind of pushed her a lot in the marketing after Tournament of Power came out. You give us another female character on the roster. Personally, I abhor the character. I hate everything that
You and
the character
17
stands
agree.
for. Yeah. I will play Android 17 if I ever start playing this game. I don't care how bad he is, but if they add Ribrianne, I would hate it, but I would play 17 out of spite.
You'll crave blood.
I crave blood anyway. I play Mortal Kombat.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so that wraps up our little prediction segment right now.
Okay, but
now,
speaking of the game, like, going into Marvel, did you guys see the tweet from one of the designers of the Marvel series who said he's very excited for the next Versus game?
well, that tells us
Basically,
we're
soft
getting-
confirming that a Versus game is either in development or going to be showcased.
Really?
very soon.
Marvel 4 is going to be a thing?
Maybe.
Maybe.
It's a Versus game.
It's at least a Capcom Versus.
It is a Capcom Versus game.
So it could be Capcom versus SNK 4 or 3.
Oh, man, if it's Capcom versus SNK 3,
Yeah,
I
3.
will lose my mind. CVS 2 is one of the top 3 fighting games ever made. It just is. The cast is great.
The sprites are really smoothly animated.
There is so much creativity in that game through the different isms.
I wonder why there hasn't been a port to any modern systems of
It
that
could
game.
be that. It could just be an HD, like, updated remake that goes onto like a modern generation console.
Could be a licensing issue.
Yeah, CVS 2 is notorious because you can only really get it on like Dreamcast or through an emulator.
Or a Neo Geo.
Or a Neo Geo.
Send us money so we can buy a Neo Geo.
But no, it's a it's a hard to acquire game, much like Marvel vs. Capcom 2, which they should also remaster for modern consoles.
Yeah.
Or not remaster, but, port to.
Yeah, give us an HD remaster. I think, speaking of Marvel 2, how about that Evo lineup?
Oh my goodness. Man, I like the Evo lineup right now. I think, and I'll be honest, I preferred the one last year just a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because I really like Mortal Kombat 11, and I am sad that it got snuffed. But I understand why they are doing that.
Yeah.
The Marvel 2 Invitational. 6 Justin Wongs.
Yeah, 6 Justin Wongs.
Yeah.
No, I'm very excited for that tournament in general, just because I want to watch all the invitationals. Yeah. I don't know much about the Marvel 2 stuff besides that Magneto is very good.
I know Cable is in that game, so I'll watch it.
This isn't the big anniversary of that.
20 years.
Yeah.
20-year anniversary.
That's
Makes
huge.
me wonder if they're gonna make some Marvel-like announcement at Evo.
Well, with this new news about Capcom Versus, it's not implausible anymore. It used to be physically impossible because Marvel Infinite came out in 2017.
Yeah, who knows?
It's been
Since
3 years.
Disney now
It's been 3 years.
owns everything Marvel now, they might be willing to allow Capcom to either port or remaster Marvel 2.
I learned some news about Marvel Infinite in regards to Disney, because apparently Disney did not allow, in any of like the trailers or promotional work, they did not allow any Marvel characters to get beaten up. Like, that was like part of the rule.
Yeah.
Which was really weird to me. Like, there's just a lot. It just goes to show that there are a ton of licensing issues.
Don't want their characters to look bad, I'd imagine.
Yeah, that's Disney.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't want your Disney characters looking bad. Don't make Song of the South.
Please,
Yeah,
please, don't bring that.
Aaron, please, Disney will come for our heads.
We're
Please,
we're a small college podcast. We're fine. Anyway, I'm excited for that Evo lineup though. As much as I am a Mortal Kombat diehard, I can honestly say that with Champion Edition coming out for Street Fighter V, that's gonna make the tournaments there a lot more interesting for sure. We'll get some variations in V skills. We'll get some new characters to play around with. Soul Calibur is an amazing game in tournament. I'm not good at it. I know Dan is like a Soul Calibur diehard. He's like
Veteran.
Yeah, veteran is probably the best way to put it.
Yeah.
You've been playing since what? Soul Calibur 2?
4.
Soul Calibur 4. Okay.
And
Not as much of a veteran as others, but hey, he's been playing the game longer than either of us.
Oh yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
the important part.
Yeah.
He knows more about some Soul Calibur mechanics than I would. I am a Voldo player, as is the usual.
Yeah, I own all the series except for 3.
Yep, he does.
Yeah.
I am very happy for Soul Calibur because Soul Calibur traditionally has gotten very snuffed. Not necessarily a bad rap. It's always been a decent game, except with like 4 and 5.
It's just not as popular as its older brother.
Tekken.
Yeah.
But Tekken 7 will be really interesting. If they can fix Leroy heading into Evo.
They've already nerfed him.
Oh, they already nerfed
Yeah,
him?
they nerfed him again. Season the 3.20 patch update.
Did it have anything to do with the last big tournament results?
Yeah, 6 Leroys, 1 Julia, and 1 Kazumi. Slash Bob.
Oof.
It was
Bob.
Bob was the king of Tekken 6.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he was the top tier, so it was very ironic.
Yeah.
But
No, I'm excited for Tekken 7. It's the only game to have ever grown in numbers year to year at Evo, which is really interesting. Now, I could be fact checked there. Feel free to yell at me in the comments about how much of an absolute dumbass I am, please.
hey, it's all good.
Yeah. But yeah, so I'm excited for Tekken 7. I've started learning a little bit, so
I wonder if anyone will use the Harada skin in Evo.
Please.
Yes.
Probably Harada himself, because he always enters.
yeah, Harada will probably won't make it out of pools, because
Ooh, Aaron.
I will make
Assuming
hot takes
that the man doesn't have collusion.
well, there's always collusion.
Though-
That's not
Well,
incorrect.
typically-
I'm just saying devs, those who can't play, make games.
He will be on stream, though.
Yeah, those
He
who
will
can't
be
play
on stream.
games, make them.
I don't know, Aaron. Don't you have to know the game in and out in order when you program?
Hey,
He's
man,
the creative director. He's like Ed Boon.
He
Ed
knows
Boon is
how
in
to
the-
play. He knows how to play the game. It has been proven that he plays his own game.
That's true.
He plays a mean Fang slash Heihachi.
And why does that man not give the Harada skin to Fang and Heihachi?
That is a good question. In all honesty, I think a Heihachi Harada skin would be great, but he gave it to Paul, so I get it.
Yeah, Death Fist.
Death Fist.
I mean, Paul is one of the OG characters.
Yeah, I mean, like, hey, if you're gonna give it to somebody, it's not a bad choice. But yeah, I am Under Night. Oh my goodness, I love that game.
Under Night is so much fun. Gordeau having a skin that makes him look like Gambit is all I've ever wanted in an anime game. Is just give me some kind of comic book reference. I will say though, if I were to cut any game for not Mortal Kombat, I probably would have cut Under Night for Skullgirls. Just to give an indie title a shot. Yeah. Skullgirls has a huge grassroots fan base.
I would love to see Skullgirls.
And they're pretty PO'd at the Evo people.
Yeah, Evo's never been kind to Skullgirls, unfortunately.
Yeah, they've never really been kind to... they've been kind to smaller games, but not games that are as small as Skullgirls.
Has there ever been given a reason why Skullgirls have been snuffed by Evo?
Well, the one time, there was the one fundraising drive at Evo to put a game in Evo. And the two games that made the most money were Smash Bros. Melee and Skullgirls. And Melee having a much larger fan base. Like, the gap was huge on that. And so they were able to buy their way into Evo, and Skullgirls got nothing. Wow. Except the side tournament. Which made them sad, because they made more money than significant other portions of games that also applied to be a main title.
Melee, always ruining everything.
Yeah, I have my opinions. We'll save that for
I mean, my opinion is that KI should be at EVO every year. But I have Combo Breaker.
Yeah, you've got Combo Breaker.
I have the tournament named after the game.
That's why Combo Breaker's better than EVO.
Combo Breaker better than EVO. A topic for another time.
Speaking of questionable slots, Grand Blue.
Oh, well, I like Grand Blue. What I'm seeing.
I like what I've seen. And Sam Show wasn't out when it got announced for EVO last year.
And neither was Crosstag when it came.
Yeah.
I feel like EVO is now having advertisement slots.
Yeah, a little bit. They've been advertising Grand Blue at different majors like Frosty Faustings and previous ones every time.
It looks like a well-made game. I haven't seen in what I've seen. I haven't seen any issues with the graphics. It's not my favorite aesthetic, but the gameplay speed and just the way it works and the flow of the game is something I really enjoy. It's very much a slower game, like a Street Fighter or a Mortal Kombat. So I'm excited to see where it goes.
It's got a lot of balancing issues right now.
Oh, does it?
I think Nate showed me a video of someone comboing their super without any scaling going on. I was like, okay,
I mean, scaling's fine. I was talking mainly about Luane's Super Skybound art, where he summons a very large goddess to do unblockable setups and massive chip damage, even on block, which is really cheap.
Almighty waifu summon, because this is Final Fantasy again.
There is a Bahamut in Grand Blue. Grand Blue being... I originally had no stock in Grand Blue. I thought it was going to be very, very shallow, and I thought it was going to be very kind of pandering to the people who like the gacha
game.
Yeah.
It does have a small cast, though, which is kind of interesting. It's one of the smaller casts in fighting games right now.
11 characters.
And how much is it going to be out the door?
Full 60.
I mean, for the visual polish, though, I will give it. It has the visual polish of a $60 game.
Oh, yeah. That's Arc System, man.
Unlike Power Rangers. I mean, as much... I do love the Power Rangers game, and I do kind of wish it had made it into EVO, but it would have been a licensing nightmare. Because they wouldn't be dealing with Bandai anymore. They'd be dealing with Hasbro.
That's fair. I mean, I get that. I think they could have gotten it though. I think that if they really wanted it, but I understand. It's not. It's like you said. It's not the cleanest or most polished because it's more indie.
I'm just saying, $60 for only 11 characters. That's a tough sell.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
That's when you gotta. There are season passes too, and everything of that sort.
I might probably just wait for the inevitable complete edition when it comes
that's
out.
Smart. Yeah. That's smart.
Yeah. No, we got Samurai Showdown now. So, Samurai Showdown is one of those games where it doesn't look like it'd be an incredibly deep game until you actually get into the nitty gritty.
Once you start playing,
it's very much a sort of a quick draw sort of game.
Yeah, you have to get into your opponent's head in order to win.
Oh yeah. It's very, very careful of a game.
Yeah, and it's SNK's representation at EVO this year, so that's great. I mean, I want more SNK going on, and especially with KOF 15 coming out this year.
Please,
hopefully.
give it to me. Give me more reasons to play Geese.
I can see them using the grand finals of Sam Show as the launching point for a KOF 15 trailer.
What?
Yeah, they'll likely do a trailer for Mina or whichever DLC character is coming out at the time.
Yeah.
What big announcements are you guys expecting at EVO this year?
I wouldn't be shocked if Tekken got a Season 4. I wouldn't be shocked.
Really? Is
Yeah.
Season 3 wrapping up?
Yeah, with Fakuram coming out in sometime in the spring, then yes, that is the end of Season 3. The Season 3 contained Leroy, Ganryu, $4 of frame data.
Well, no. There was what was her name that came right out before Leroy?
Oh,
The streamer?
Zafina?
Yeah, Zafina. Yeah. Was she Season 2 or Season 3?
She's Season 3.
Okay.
You're right. It's Zafina, Leroy, Ganryu, and Fakuram are the characters. Yeah, Fakuram I'm very excited for because Muay Thai styles are always cool.
Oh, yeah.
They always will be.
Yeah, you got your Aedons, you got your Sagats. Jackie Briggs in Mortal Kombat 11 is Muay Thai style. It's always interesting. Yeah.
Joe Higashi.
Yeah,
SNK.
Joe from Fatal Fury, King of Fighters.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'd like to see a Tekken Season 4. I'm sure they have characters in their backlog that they can tap into. They can always give us new characters like Leroy.
I like what they're doing with new characters. Leroy, Fakuram are really good examples of brand new characters to the thing that borrow fighting styles from previous characters who weren't that interesting, like Wang or Bruce, who were good characters, mind you. Like they were all right, but then giving them way more intricate narrative backstories. And a dog. Sugar is the best addition to Tekken.
I'm hoping for an announcement of who the last two Soul Calibur characters are going to be.
You know Aeon's going to be one of them. Or Lizard Man.
Yeah.
It's going to be Lizard Man. I can guarantee it. It might also be... What's the name of the person with the scimitar? Young something or other?
Young Sun?
Young Sun.
Yeah.
I would like to see
I mean,
him.
he's been a classic character since 2.
That's a character I feel should get in. Because I was really surprised when Sung Mina came into Soul Calibur 6.
I think we might get Algol at some point in time in the future.
Ooh, it is.
He is referenced in Zazmiel's story mode in 6, so he is canon still.
Oh yeah, because 6 was a reboot.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Algol? I know Algol was a controversial boss in Soul Calibur 4.
So for context, my first Soul Cal game was 4. So I thought, oh, and he was actually the first, because being a Star Wars fan at the time, like, ooh, Yoda, I'm gonna play him first in the story mode. So the boss was...
I'm shaking my head right now.
Hey, I was my first fighting game. I was a Star Wars fan. Don't judge me. Anyway. So, Algol was like the first fighting game boss I faced. So I go, oh, he's pretty cool. And then I got to play. I'm like, oh, he's got some interesting combos and stuff. Interesting. So, I didn't hate Algol. And I found him kind of neat as like the creator of Soul Calibur, more or less.
I mean, yeah. I think Algol's an okay character. I'm not a huge fan of him in comparison to the past bosses like Inferno.
I was kind of sympathetic towards him also because of, the dynamic he has with his son. And his Talman for, oh boy, the feels. If you ever want feels. Look up.
That's fair. I like all the additions Soul Calibur's been making. I think Hilde was a good choice for DLC, though some people might disagree with me.
Hilde was not well liked.
In a lot of games. She was the ring out queen. Very easy.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan, obviously, of Voldo, so I never have to worry about my character being in a game. Howmaru.
You picked up Voldo because of my Siegfried, if memory serves.
Dude, that was not a favorable matchup for Voldo in the first place.
Yeah, I love what SNK is doing with spreading their some of their poster boy characters around. We got Terry coming to Smash Ultimate. We have Terry in
Arika EX Layer.
Arika fighting EX Layer.
Oh no, Aaron said the S word.
No, Smash Ultimate is a good game, and
It is
Terry
a good
being
game.
represented in it is good.
Yeah, it spreads Terry
Spreads the word of Terry Bogard.
spreads the word of Terrence Bogardini around.
Oh, you mean Ken with the hat?
No, Terrence
just
Bogardini.
I'm
Man,
just kidding.
I'm about to slap you silly like the kids.
I'm just kidding. Geez.
Yeah. So, and then of course we've got Howmaru coming to Soul Calibur.
Such a good choice.
Yeah.
I think they need to add more guest characters because Soul Calibur has always been iconic for their guest characters.
Yep.
We had Soul Cal 2, we had Link, Heihachi, and Spawn. Spawn coming to Mortal Kombat 11 on
I can't wait.
March
26th.
March
yeah. 26th. I cannot wait.
I can't wait for the Spawn trailer that is inevitably coming at Final Combat.
March 3rd. March 3rd. Final Combat, Spawn trailer, and a panel with Keith David, Todd McFarlane, and Kuro Tagawa.
Yeah.
Kotegawa being the person who played Shang Tsung.
Yeah. Both the face and voice actor for Mortal Kombat 11, as well as the original Shang Tsung in the Mortal Kombat movie.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the Mortal Kombat movie reboot. We'll talk about that later. I'm excited for the
Mortal Kombat animated movie.
We'll
Hell
talk about
yeah.
that later.
Oh yeah, Scorpion's getting.
Yeah, Scorpion's Revenge. Yeah, I am excited for those. The animation style looks great. Nathan Fillion is playing Johnny Cage.
Patrick Seitz is back as Scorpion.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have nothing against the MK11 voice actor for Scorpion, but Patrick Seitz is like nostalgia.
Yeah. And
That
of course,
I've been hearing his voice for Scorpion since Injustice 1 in 2013 and MK9 in 2011 before that.
Yeah.
And MK being my first foray into like fighting games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That is very good for me.
Yeah. I'm excited though for Soul Calibur. I think some interesting guest characters. Obviously, we already have Geralt.
Shout out to the Witcher series.
Yeah, shout out to the Witcher series.
So good. Go watch it.
Henry Cavill killed it in that.
Play the games, watch the Netflix series.
Soul
Books.
Calibur.
Books, it's up to you.
Yeah.
Author's kind of a dickwad towards CD Projekt Red, so
Hey,
make of that what you will.
Just play Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. It's a good game.
Yeah. Or just play Geralt in Soul Calibur 6.
Yeah, or just play Geralt and Soul Calibur.
Jerry of the River.
Jerry
As
of
our friend
the River.
Brandon says.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm excited though. I could see them. Honestly, I could see Spawn coming back as a guest character because they've already spread him into Mortal Kombat. I wouldn't surprise me if Todd McFarlane was like, "Hey, so you know how we did that thing for Soul Calibur 2? Let's do it
Maybe
again."
it wouldn't be bad. I think one way that Soul Calibur has been very unique is that they've had guest characters that are console specific. They might not be able to do that today, but they could implement guest characters that represent different console things.
Yeah, like
because
Kratos
back
or
in
Link.
Soul Calibur 2, it was I think Spawn for the Xbox.
Yeah.
Link for the GameCube, and Heihachi for the PlayStation, because Tekken 3 was big. at the time.
Heihachi was in the Xbox version,
Oh, was he now?
and I think he was in all versions.
I forget which character was specific to PlayStation, though.
I don't think PlayStation had a specific character,
Ha!
Yeah, that sucks for Sony.
That sucks for
or
Sony.
they just gave him Spawn.
But anyway, to continue that topic, I think a hunter from Bloodborne would be a great addition to Soul Calibur 6.
Someone's a
Shout
fan
out to Maximilian Dude for that, because he was throwing that idea around since the game was coming out.
I see Dante from Devil May Cry. as
Dante
well.
from the Devil May Cry series. Yes. Or Virgil.
Yeah, or Virgil, or Nero, especially with the popularity of DMC5.
Yeah. Virgil with X Factor. Add him to Soul Calibur, please.
Yeah, sure. Let's do that. All right.
These guys don't know. They don't play Marvel
I
enough.
don't play Marvel. If they came out with a Marvel 4 that wasn't Infinite, I would play it. If they came out with a Marvel game that had Black Knight, shout out to Kit Harington
though.
and the Eternals, though.
But anyway, speaking of... Let's go back to that Capcom versus game.
Yeah.
I want to talk about that more, because what if JoJo versus Capcom?
They were the ones that made Heritage to the Future, right?
Yep, Capcom made Heritage to the Future. It is not implausible.
But wouldn't all the JoJo characters be broken by default?
No.
It's called Fighting in Balance, Daniel.
No, just give Capcom characters stands. Easy.
Easy. Or just only include Part 1 and 2 characters.
That could work.
Only give us Wamu.
Dude, I'd play the crap out of another JoJo Heritage game.
Yeah.
And with how many parts they have now versus when that first game was made,
Yeah.
they could give us characters from all 8 parts if they wanted to.
They
I mean,
might
that
stick
game
to
was...
the animated, the ones they've animated so far, though.
Animate Part 6.
Please animate Part 6. We gotta get to Part 7 somehow.
Yeah.
But hey, that's a different discussion. We all love JoJo here. But some other things that are going on. Street Fighter Champion Edition came out on Friday.
Yeah, so I've had a chance to mess around with Seth a little bit. I've taken them into training mode. I really don't know how to gender Seth.
Hey, it's that.
It's very
We'll
much...
stick
it's
with
very much
non-binary.
yeah,
right
I was
now.
going to say, it's very much a male consciousness in a female body, but it's also a female body, and...
Hey, Falk uses the right pronouns
They and them.
in the story mode.
it's either them or it. I
was
okay,
sure.
but Seth is a robot.
Fair
Seth is a
enough.
robot. It's an artificial being. So we'll just stick with them, not to
Yeah.
offend anybody. Them, they, etc.
Yep.
Not to piss anybody off. Seth is really interesting. The V triggers are both interesting. The V skills are both interesting. The special move steal is very niche, and it's very much a matchup by matchup basis. Certain characters definitely have better special moves that you steal. With Ryu, you steal a Hadouken. And it's kind of like, I would have preferred a Shoryuken, but I haven't tested it out with every character yet. So maybe you do steal like a Tiger Uppercut or like a...
Now, do you only steal one move or multiple?
One move. One move, one use only. But you don't have to do any motions for that move.
All right, so I've seen every stolen move.
Okay.
Zangief's obviously you get a Spitting Pile Driver, SPD. It's a little bit slower on startup though, so it's not as good. It doesn't do as much damage. Nash, you get Moon Slicer Kick.
Okay.
Ryu, obviously, you get the Hadouken. Ken, you get his Heavy Shoryuken.
Oh, okay.
So, Akuma, I think you get his Red Fireball.
Okay.
As Alex, you get his Knee Drop.
Ooh.
So his bit, like, it's a pretty good move, especially with a lot of these moves that are charge moves that you just have to press the V skill for.
Yeah.
Guile, you get a Sonic Boom, one of the best ones because it's good for extensions.
Yeah.
Manat, you get her Orb. So you get to put the Orb out and you press V skill again and it comes back.
Yeah.
Abigail, you get his Multi-Punch.
Yeah.
Birdie, I think you get his Armored Advancing move.
Okay.
So it's Quarter Circle Punches ordinarily.
Yeah, and there's a lot more.
There's a ton more. I'm not going to go over them all. I know some of the important ones is you
What
also
does he get for Fang, I wonder?
Oh, for Fang, he gets his Poison drop down. So he places poison in front of himself. It's a pretty good keep away move.
Yeah. No, I really like V Skill 2 though, because it's a rush forward with extensions, and those extensions are just the special move inputs, but better. You get
advancing multi-punch.
Yeah, the advancing multi-punch is really good. The multi-punch in general is a really strong move for Seth. The spin kick, it's going to be punished a lot. It's kind of reactable. Even the light version is reactable. The Shoryu motion is a strong DP, not the strongest, but it's a lot stronger on advance with the V skill. It's very much like a stronger version of Ken's V skill 1. If anybody remembers that, where he runs forward.
Yeah, he runs forward. You can like kind of grab or do special moves out of it.
Yeah, you can do special moves out of it, but nothing is specific to that. So they really ramped it up with Seth. V Trigger 1 is the Orb.
No, V Trigger 2 is the Orb.
V
Trigger 1 is the extensions out of special moves.
Yeah, so V Trigger 1 is really strong because it's just free damage.
Yeah, it is essentially free damage and new creative combo routes.
Yeah, so it allows you to get a lot more creative, which is something that Street Fighter desperately needs. A lot of the combos are very straightforward.
Samey?
Yeah, a lot of them are very samey. Ryu and Ken, while very vastly different playstyles, their combos look similar. Whereas Seth basically has Marvel combos without assists.
Essentially.
The Orb for V-Trigger 2 is really interesting, and the way you move it around is really cool too. Because you use a directional and then a punch to move it around, and you have like 5 or 6 ways.
Yeah, and then you can press it again to make it explode.
Yeah, you press it again to make it explode.
I think Seth and Gil are great step forwards in Street Fighter V's logic.
Yeah.
What do you think of Gil? You've played him a lot.
I like Gil. I like Gil a lot. I think Retribution is a very, very interesting system. And I think his neutral's great and very straightforward. So he's not hard to pick up. And he has a lot of different creative routes that he can go and nasty setups. Especially with V-Trigger 2, the Ice Trap.
Name dropped him for Urian.
Yeah, because Urian's a good character. Sometimes you just gotta play the top tiers, Dan.
Yeah, disappoint your parents. Play top tiers.
Yep. I play Akuma. I have no shame. He used to be the king, and then they nerfed his meaties. But that's okay.
They turned his meaties into Nerf.
They did.
It's
You used to be able to get 3 medium punches at some point in time. But live and learn, I guess.
Yeah.
But I think Champion Edition. This is obviously the final edition of Street Fighter.
Yeah, and it's made all the other, and it's made the individual DLC purchases obsolete.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I like how they implemented it all and did not make it $60 again.
Yeah, they made it $35, which is a nice solid base price.
Thank you, Capcom.
I'm not going to give Capcom too much credit because their netcode issues.
Yeah, their netcode is bad, and they ruined Marvel Infinite with bad aesthetics.
Oh yeah, we here at Fighters Guild promote rollback netcode.
Good rollback netcode.
Good rollback netcode. Not whatever crap they tried to implement in 5 at the start.
Yeah, we endorse the netcode of the PC port of Garu Mark of the Wolves and of Mortal Kombat 11.
And of Killer Instinct and of Skullgirls.
Yeah.
All of those games have amazing netcode.
Yeah.
Even Fight of Animals has good netcode. Yeah. And when a game like that has good netcode, what are you doing? So
We're gonna have to talk about goofy fighting games.
we're gonna
in
have to
the
talk
future.
more about netcode right now.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I'm a big fan of strong netcode. Strong netcode honestly sells me on fighting games. I play so much online because there isn't a big competitive scene where I'm from, and there isn't a big like in-person scene where I'm from, and a lot of my friends back home don't play fighting games.
Yeah,
So
It's true.
I tried to play online, but the games I tried there, it's kind of ass.
yeah, Soul Calibur has kind of a weak netcode. Tekken's netcode is
On the one hand, I can attribute Fighters Guild being very strong because of bad netcode games that are out and more people wanting to do local stuff.
yeah.
But on the other hand, some people go home for the summers and then have nothing to play on.
Yeah.
And then they get frustrated, and that's sad. Because people should be able to play online.
Yeah.
They should be willing to have a good online experience. Like
Especially
most
if
games.
they pay for it.
Yeah, think of other genres of games. They don't have issues with this.
Oh yeah, no. Shooters don't have problems with netcode. Obviously, like action RPG type things, like I don't even know what to call them.
MMO
Yeah,
stuff.
MMOs and and games
Well,
like
those
Diablo.
games kind of rely on their netcode.
They build them very good. They build them from foundation.
Yeah. Honestly, just take the netcode from the latest Call of Duty. Just
Yeah.
take Tekken,
I
and
don't
then
think
you
that'll
just
translate.
mush them
I
together.
don't-
No, you take.
GGPO, man. It's very easy.
Yeah, I think part of it is.
Didn't modders fix Street Fighter 5?
Yeah,
Exactly.
So a big problem with netcode, especially in Japanese fighters, is that the Japanese fighting game companies make the netcode for a smaller audience, which is of course the archipelago of Japan. So they build their games for Japan, and they happen to port them over to the U.S. and Europe and like Africa and like South America and stuff. And so there is some problems with the netcode translating to a global scale. Whereas you'll have companies like NetherRealm who put exclusive skins for specifically Russia and Brazil. And so they understand that their games are worldwide. They understand there are
Cold
people.
War.
Yeah, Cold War Scarlet, amazing skin. I just bought my second skin pack of that today. They were available on the shop. Probably not when you're listening to this, but definitely now when we're talking about it. Really good skins. There's 6 colors.
So yeah, I mean that's fair.
Yeah, I'm personally a fan of the black and red variants.
Black and red is the best color
Yeah.
combination. Just easy.
Yeah, that's why everybody likes Ermac.
Yeah, which is why I want him to come back.
That's why everybody likes Sector.
Hey,
Which is why I want him to come back. Give me back Sector.
We might get a season 2, Matt.
I know.
We're getting a season 2.
There's been leaks.
Yeah,
IZs?
there have been leaks.
Yeah.
So right now the leaks have been, and this is not my information. I'm stealing this from Reddit. I don't know specific usernames. I'm not going to attribute that because I don't care. But so data mines, when the game launched, found I think 9 names. They found, and all of them have been released. The 6 that are in the current combat pack were all data mined. They were all found. There's 3 others. Fujin, God of the Winds.
Yep.
First seen in Mortal Kombat 4.
Even though Cetrion said he was dead.
Well, Nightwolf was dead.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Sindel was dead.
Yeah, death doesn't have much meaning in MK.
Especially now with
I believe the other 2 characters were Shiva,
yeah.
the Shokan.
Yeah, Queen of the Shokan. She appeared in the story mode, and the redesign on her model was amazingly
Oh yeah, all the visuals in MK11 are breathtaking.
And then of course Ash Williams from the Evil Dead franchise.
Man, I want to see him just because I want cool, quirky Bruce Campbell lines.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If one of his outros isn't just him saying groovy,
yeah, groovy.
then I won't be able to handle
There
it.
are other leaks and rumors that after that there will be one more combat pack after Combat Pack 2 in 2021 that releases 4 characters from
Historical.
like classics.
Yeah, 4 classic
The
characters.
first 2 being the 2 robots, Cyrax and Sector.
Yeah. The ketchup and mustard.
Yeah, the ketchup and mustard. My favorite character in Mortal Kombat history is Sector, which is why I want him back very badly, especially considering the redesigns on the side.
You don't want him to end up like Rain or Baraka in MKX.
No. I feel bad for Rain lovers.
Yeah. They've been
kind of screwed a few
He
times.
was only playable in 9, and that was DLC,
He was playable in Trilogy, certain mods of Ultimate 3, Armageddon, and 3. He was apparently and 9 rather.
Yeah.
Apparently he was good in 9, but he came way too late in the game and didn't have enough bullshit to make him competitively viable. And the netcode for early NetherRealm stuff was not good.
No, Rain. Rain has always been a very interesting and unique character because of his super kick launching you from one side of the screen to the other, the lightning always leading to a pop-up, and the weather orb not doing any damage but leading to very unique setups.
Yeah. Now, I'm excited for the prospect of Rain maybe returning as DLC, but
if he does, I'll be happy.
Do you think they'll add any of the MKX newcomers as DLC?
Takeda.
Takeda. Yeah.
If they add anybody, it'll be Takeda.
Yeah.
He
Takeda,
was so good.
Yeah. Takeda was good. He was the most popular of the combat kids, I want to say. Probably up there with Cassie. Jackie Briggs had a lot of playtime because she was dumb in MKX. Full Auto Jackie was a problem. She was the dead shot of that game. No, I'm excited for the potential return of Takeda. He was my main in Mortal Kombat X after I dropped Johnny, and then I picked up Johnny again in MK11, and then dropped him again for Kano. But that's
a different discussion.
That's my love-hate relationship with Johnny Cage. Yeah, I can see maybe bring back Ferritor. Ferritor was probably...
Yeah, Ferritor very popular.
Yeah, Ferritor was probably the most unique character they added to MKX.
Mm-hmm. I liked... They don't really have any big monster-y characters in MK besides, like, the Shao Kahn.
Yeah, Shao Kahn, Gearus,
yeah,
Kotal.
Goro.
Goro's dead.
Yeah,
so...
but Goro's dead.
Yeah. I could see Kintaro making a comeback, honestly.
Yeah, but he's in a Shang Tsung Fatality. That's all we need.
That's true. He is in a Shang Tsung Fatality. That's all we need.
Shang Tsung had brought back a lot of the ninja stuff, so it worked out. Yeah. But, yeah, I really like... I kind of like where MK11 is right now. I just wish the gameplay was more inventive.
Yeah, right now it really is down one jab, into grab.
Yeah, it's very... They really tried to focus on a different kind of style of play for that game,
but,
in comparison to X especially.
Yeah,
but that's a different discussion.
Yeah,
we can have that at another time.
Yeah, we will talk about Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, we can talk more. We can delve more into later games. But anyway... That's been Wake Up Options. That's all the time we have for right now.
Make sure to subscribe.
Make sure to subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Ring that notification bell if you're on YouTube. If you're on Spotify, I don't know.
Follow it. Find us. Leave some comments if you can.
Follow us on Twitter at MU Fighters Guild. MU is capitalized.
Hey, and if you're in the Miami area or the Oxford area, be sure to come by and hang out with us. We meet 7 to 10 at Benton Hall, room 100, every Wednesday and Saturday.
Yep. That's Miami University campus in Oxford, Ohio. And once again, all these opinions are not affiliated with the organization, but this has been Wake Up Options with MU Fighters Guild, with this week being Matt, Aaron, and Dan. Thanks all for listening.